So, for you, we have the difficulty of orienting yourself in the scary dark.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything that can help me here?
Well, it would be nice if you had a skill, because skills actually will help. Where are you typically higher than your
Yeah.
your
One
numbers?
thing I do in fact have.
Memory.
Memory I don't have as a skill.
No, that's
Okay.
But what do you have as a skill? Sorry.
Memory I have 12.
And
So
what was the?
yeah, the skills I was thinking were acrobatics and climbing, to just skip the paths and jump over a few tombs to make it as straight of a line as possible.
So let's take an action now to orient.
Yes. 9. That's a success.
Yes. Okay. So you're like that way.
Yeah.
Okay. And so then you're going to do some acrobatics to get over. Now, climbing, we're not going to worry about quite yet.
Okay.
Right now, it's just acrobatics to get up there and off the.
Yeah.
To
essentially just say, screw the paths. Let's just go in a straight line.
And so you're going to parkour across the.
So, like maybe not parkour up things, but just kind of skip over a few of the smaller tombs to cut some corners.
Perfect. And as you might imagine, there's very little uniformity to their heights.
Yeah.
They're not uniform. Their shapes are different. So it's definitely an acrobatic feat to do this. So.
Stat rolls are the same as these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, but same roll. Dice roll, that is. What did you get?
I got a 9.
And your acrobatics is?
Which one should I look at?
The skill.
But like...
The far one.
Roll. That's 14, so it's a success.
Well, this is most impressive. You've been scooped.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have dashed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now you have acrobatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess my character's thing is kind of agility.
Oh, well, not only that, but your tail is helping.
Oh, yeah, right.
I forgot.
It sure is.
We were going to take this into, that would have made the roll actually easier.
Oh, okay.
So you're good.
Yeah.
So yes, this is so far so good.
Yeah.
Now, both of you, cognition, please.
Cognition. And I'm looking at the org. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh God. 21.
Oh,
I made it.
You hear.
I have a 5.
You hear the patrol. You do not.
Cognition. Okay, I don't.
You
That's
definitely don't. No, so you are there, poised for your next leap. When you hear the patrol of guards coming down, talking in organized but fairly calm voices. They don't seem to be running or shouting, but they are marching.
Hide.
You tell me to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Do I notice anything now, or do I just hear them tell me to hide?
You just hear Rena tell you to hide.
Well,
you were like, but it's that way.
Hide.
I'll
talk.
Yeah, I'll say why. Just quickly, like why?
People.
That's a problem. I will, in fact, instead of going over, swap to going down. Just throw myself onto the ground.
Okay.
Hiding.
Right. And now it's creepy time because you are among the dead and it's dead quiet except for the slow murmur of voices coming. And who knows where that ghost went.
Yeah. One thing I will do is to quickly scoop up some dirt off the ground and just stain.
For that. This is a mausoleum.
Oh, there is nothing.
No, this is pavement.
Oh, this is just like dust. Whatever. Just try to make myself look dirtier than I am to make it easier to convince them that we were attacked by something.
Oh, okay. I see.
Because then they may consider more the fact that we were attacked.
Help us. Right.
Yeah, essentially just make it look like we are scared, hiding, and in danger.
Let's do some stealth at the moment for both of you.
Yeah, stealth.
It's a skill.
Oh, it's a skill.
There.
Do I even have? I don't have the stealth skill.
We were going to deal with that right now.
Okay.
That's 19, and that's didn't make it.
Wait. 19, 11. Right? Oh yeah, and you have a
11.
Okay, well hold on. Don't look at it that way.
Okay.
Okay. You rolled a 19. Stop there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, so they're going to investigate.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to roll cognition for that. And so for a using a skill, they have a rule.
Yeah.
To use a skill that you do not have a skill for, I'm going to do it this way.
Okay.
Considering that you don't have the skill, but it is conceivably possible physically.
Yeah.
For you to be stealthy, it's luck.
Okay.
I think that's
luck. I have.
Yeah. So it's kind of our backup if it's possible. If there are things that just aren't possible unless you have the skill, then you're out of luck.
I have pretty good luck.
Yeah.
So I have a pretty bad roll.
No, it's not. You got a 5.
Oh wait. No. Oh yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. You have a 25. Yeah, that beats my luck by 6.
Excellent. Okay, so you are extremely lucky.
Yeah.
Although not intrinsically stealthy. But hold on, here's what we do now.
Yeah.
The math is the same, it just goes in a slightly different order.
Okay.
I'm going to roll their cognition, which I have. Wait, where did he go? Right? 13 cards with cognition 11. Okay. So they rolled a 19. Okay, so the way it works is that I subtract the roll from their skill or their number.
Okay.
So that means that's 14 minus 19. They're at -5.
I am at -6.
Are you sure?
My luck is 11 minus 5.
Is 6, not
6.
negative.
Shit.
That's okay. It's 6.
So 6.
11
Right.
minus 19, that's -8.
Aha. So you end up. So you had a really terrible roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So sadly, they hear you
Mm-hmm.
because you ended up lower than they did.
Mm-hmm.
So it's less about success or failure in an
Fair
absolute way. It's about relative performance.
Yeah.
So so sadly, the stealthiest among us, makes a who knows, a scritchy scratch or a squeak or some kind of
Scratching something
Right.
makes a lot of sense.
Right. So therefore, there's a murmur over there, and so their commander shushes them, and they don't seem very professional, and they are advancing toward you.
As soon as I hear that over there,
Mhm.
I assume that they've found us.
Mm-hmm.
I have attempted to make myself look like in rougher shape than I am.
Mm-hmm.
So, to put on some performance, I am going to just grab a hold of you, just hug you to myself, and try to look as terrified as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Just like curling up into a ball, essentially, just looking absolutely horrified with what is going on. Again, in an attempt to make the situation look like something it isn't.
I hear you very nicely. Let me look up the dude.
It isn't? There is a ghost goose.
Well, yes, but if they weren't there, I would have just ran out of there and tried to just not been too bothered by it.
Make a quick reason check, both of you.
Reason?
Yeah.
That's not a good stat of mine.
That's the way you found your way out. Oh, you memoried it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For that reason.
That is a
4.
4. Yeah, that's actually a success.
Yeah.
By 2.
Oh,
That's a one.
critical.
Yeah, a critical success.
Okay, number 1. You're like, that's funny. The guards don't seem to be talking about zombie dogs. Remember, they came down in sort of a conversational way.
Yeah.
And reacted to a little scritchy scratch like it was, something worth checking out. They don't sound like people who just fought like the zombie dogs.
That's strange.
That's all you get. That's as far as you get, right? Just a quick reason check of noticing that thing. You get it. You get it. The tomb was interfered with. Somebody has stolen enchantments and used them And so the details of the enchantment aren't immediately clear to you, but you know that somebody has used powerful stolen artifact, basically, plundered the tomb, and has probably even tormented the peaceful spirit of Frenea because of that. Threw up a cage.
Which wasn't strong enough.
Well, it's Frenea. So, I did roll. And so it had a chance. But in fact, again, and apparently, according to this, spirits actually are disadvantaged against cages. Okay. So you can't use their full value. And she just got a good roll. So
right.
Or it. So then you also know that basically this person is using powerful enchantments for this necromantic endeavor of theirs, whatever it may be. So your critical means it's a reason critical, right?
Yeah.
This, oh no. You even I know this spell. I know this spell. I know that spell. I know the other spell.
To the extent of my knowledge, I just know best not to mention the dogs.
That's right.
Because it would sound crazy.
That's exactly. Good point. Because if you hadn't made that reason roll, you certainly would mention them.
Yeah.
Right. Good call.
All I know is they do not know about them.
Right.
They came from the stairs. That is odd. Best not to mention them yet.
Right. Okay, well that's actually a pretty good summary. So you want to step up to the guards. Or not. You're holding Rena.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to jump ahead there. Let me stop. Let me back up.
Okay.
You're holding Rena.
So I am holding Rena. I am trying to, again, look.
Right. Look wretched.
Yeah, look wretched, terrified like we just fled, which we did. So that wouldn't be too hard.
The acting probably isn't too hard.
The acting isn't all that hard. Plus, the evidence of what just happened can be found deeper in the tomb.
That's right.
I can prove everything I am going to say. So I essentially try to stumble out from hiding.
And are you going to wriggle free and run off, or are you going to say this is a good plan?
Given this roll and its results
Yes.
right now, I am kind of gasping and feeling terrified.
Yeah, the last thing you want is to be here with this ghost.
Yeah. Also by the kind of realization of what's going on here.
Somebody came and you guys walked right into the hind end of a tomb robber. A very, very prepared and dangerous one.
Yeah. So again, I have lied myself out of worse situations. I can lie myself out of this one.
Let's see how you do. You're actually in pretty good shape for this. Let me look up your opponent roll here.
Okay.
And I think that we can spitball. I think I've struggled with this a bit ago. What about auxiliary checks?
Auxiliary.
Meaning if you have skills that feed into one another.
Okay.
And the dumb thing to do is say, well, I'll succeed at this, and if I succeed at both, or whatever.
Yeah.
Because your chances go down.
Yeah.
Right. So it's bad design. So we need to think a little more carefully, treat it as an augment. If it's a failure, then it doesn't affect the next roll.
Okay.
It's a chance to make it better, but it's not going to, unless you fumble it.
Yeah.
Then it will affect the next one.
Okay.
So my point is, if you can see several things that you want to do in sequence, because you're doing a fairly complex act here.
Yeah, I am. So I guess my first course of action is to both
oratory. Wait. You're finishing with oratory.
Okay, oratory.
That's your final. That's your primary. Yeah. Because I just read the description of it a few minutes ago, and it's exactly this is the skill of persuasive speech making This skill challenges the willpower of non-personalities in the audience. That is to say, not named characters. You don't use oratory on named characters.
No, I use it to convince a crowd.
And that's who you're dealing with here.
Yeah, so I am assuming that I'm going to use a mix of oratory. And let me see, what can I do here? Well, I want to kind of look, not necessarily, I want to look like just the most, shall we say, again, I want to use the, first of all, the look of my character, which is pretty good. Essentially, I want to make them just feel sorry for the character.
Right.
That is what I'm trying to do. And make them feel as harmless as possible.
I think we're going to start with a personality.
Yeah, personality. I thought around the same thing. So that is terrible.
29.
That is absolutely terrible.
And so, again, you have several 29s in this time number.
Yeah.
Without 30s, fortunately. Remember I said about that?
Yeah.
About the critical?
It's critical fail.
And so, it's not a critical fail, fortunately. No. So that means you now are going to do oratory.
Yes.
Just straight up oratory without a benefit. Right? And they have rolled an 8, so they're at a -3.
I have rolled a 16.
In oratory?
That is what would that?
10 minus 16?
That's 5.
Wait.
No,
what's
I have
oratory?
9.
You have 9 and you rolled an 18.
16.
So
that's 7.
Right, -7.
Okay.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Unfortunately, they got a -5.
Oh.
You're lower.
Yeah. So it doesn't look good.
No, they instantly, you make a reasonable speech, actually.
Yeah, I just essentially blurt out everything that has happened up from the moment.
Even without the dogs?
Yeah.
Your excuse for being down here and how you got down here?
Yeah, it's
unfortunately a little too truthful.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
We bootlegged our way down here with a slightly corrupt and bribable grad student. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah. Some of what I said, I guess it came out too truthful.
Yeah. It's kind of.
Yeah.
It's now that I hear myself say that.
Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah.
And so yeah, the just as you're realizing that exact thing is when they're in the dim light, you really can't see their expressions change, but they definitely fan out. There's 3. Okay. And they definitely fan out. One actually goes between 2 sarcophagi or tombs or something that you can't see, but even a bolt would know that he knows the area, and so therefore he knows how to get behind you guys. Whereas the other 2, one shifts to block a particular escape route, and the other one stands in front of you and says, tomb robbers surrender.
I don't know what's going on really with the whole tomb robbing thing.
But it's pretty much the last thing you want to be called.
Yeah.
Make an Undregi language check.
Undregi language check.
I have no.
Are you sure?
I don't have any language.
15.
And what's your number?
Speak Undregi 10.
Okay. They what they say sounds hostile, and you hear like thief, and that's about it.
Yeah, I guess.
So you don't get the formal charge.
Yeah.
You don't know if you're being slated for execution. You don't know if you just have to answer a few questions. You don't get it. Yeah. They read you your rights. You didn't understand a word.